Let's talk for a minute about the word that I hate, which is cliche. And more so than that, I hate the idea that some people try to propagate in this booktube community that there is such a thing as a cliched trope. I do not believe that cliched tropes exist, because I do not believe in the idea of cliche. Tired, overdone things. Sure, maybe, sometimes, possibly, but definitely not in the way that the majority of reviewers and critics these days seem to think that it does. And here's the one that I really have a problem with. Publishers and book critics and even some authors have propagated this stupid fucking myth that the one opening you should never open a book with is a character waking up or a dream sequence because it's cliched and tired. I'm like, so fucking what? If it's good, I don't give a shit how often it shows up in a book. I really don't care. It doesn't show any lack of talent. It just shows that waking up is a really neat thing to start your fucking book with. Because it's such a common idea, it means it's a human idea. It's an exploration of the humanity in that story. And you're gonna stop the story from being written at the outset because somebody did what somebody else did? Let's talk about this idea of cliched tropes and how bullshit you're being right now. A cliched trope is time travel. A cliched trope is teleportation. A cliched trope is a wizard. A cliched trope is a fantasy world. A cliched trope is a low fantasy world. A cliched trope is a spy. A cliched trope. Do you see what I'm fucking saying? And now let's go even further into what is cliche. What is tired and overdone? Now I've got a book right here called My Life is a Foreign Country. Do you know what a cliche here is? It's a book. You know why? Because there are so many books behind me. A book itself is a cliche. And a bookshelf is a cliche. And this chair that I'm sitting on is cliche. I have a t-shirt. That's cliche. I have beard hairs. Those are cliche. My skin is white. I have these things called fingernails, and those are cliche because everyone has fingernails. My eyes are hazel, and that's definitely cliche because a lot of people have hazel eyes. I'm wearing a pair of shorts right now because it's hot out. That's cliche. I'm sweating because it's hot out. Isn't that cliche? Isn't me rubbing my eyes because I'm tired? Isn't that cliche? Isn't me checking to see if I have any sleepy sand? Isn't that cliche? Isn't me going like this to brush my unruly eyebrows out of the way? Isn't that cliche? Isn't it cliche to say, hey, stop it with all of your fucking cliches? The word the. Cliche is the word if, when, and, but, so, irregularly, indubitably. Calisthenics. Cliche is the term brick and mortar. Cliche is the sky is blue. Cliche is a man in a black suit and a black tie and a white dress shirt. Cliche is whatever because it doesn't fucking exist because there's no such thing as cliche. There's no such thing as cliche. Stop talking about your cliched tropes. You don't like a particular thing that's in particular books, you're a snob. Just admit it. If you don't like time travel, fine. Don't call it a cliched trope. Call it you don't like time travel in books. If you don't like teleportation, don't call it cliche. Just call it you don't like teleportation in books, because teleportation is fucking awesome. I love time travel, and I don't think it's done enough. Just stop it. Cliche tropes, they don't exist.
Coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason.